hurry. There we go. Konnichiwa, professional streamer here, chat. I forgot I had this muted to avoid any like Discord things, but yeah. Konnichiwa, everybody. Konnichiwa. You found a new dog. It's Yaska. Ooh, cute. Frequently accompanies her owners on bushcraft adventures. Hello, Vesper. There you are. All right, chat. We are going to go and like tackle on the hardest puzzle in this game. All right. Gonna be very careful. Just be very, very gentle. And then I don't think so. I don't think this is the right way. Maybe it's that way. So it's very difficult puzzle, chat. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Hello, besties. Esper, thank you for the raid. Thank you. Hope everyone's having a good day. Real quick, Gui, thank you so much for the super chat. Hasilo, thank you for the 50 gifted memberships. And Mr. B, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Charlie, Okoiri. Can we get some hearts? Oh my gosh. Chat is flying so quickly. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Can we, if you received a gifted membership, I hope you enjoy the channel badge and the emotes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love to see the spam of yellow hearts. Love to see that. My favorite breed of dog, if I have one. They're all great, but my own pupper is like a border collie pit bull mix. Looks like a black lab, but with pointy ears instead. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Oh, these are really cute. Very cute. Let you know? Like you know? Hello, welcome to the collective. Welcome. I think chat may have learned a few things from the interview. I'm 30 and I don't have enough energy for this. Thank you, Tokoidi. Thank you for repping the membership. I've never mentioned being a teacher before. Wait, I thought I did. Wait, was it in a membership thing? Maybe? I forget. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it a while back. But yeah. Did you play this exact same game a week ago but with cats? Yes, I did. It's the exact same thing but with cats. This is Dogs Organized Neatly. Also, hello Hakka, good to see you. Question about writing. Can we link sites like Campfire Plays or World Anvil that are writing tools? I need to figure out how to do this. But I don't know. I need to go talk to management about this to have a proper way to set it up. But I'm sure like as long as you have like a way to show the portfolio, it'll be fine. But yeah. Next will be rubber raccoons. Oh, that'd be so cute. Princess has the prettiest white fur from constant baths because her favorite hobby is digging. Aww. Wait, I don't know if you can see it, chat, but like Princess's eyes, they close into a tiny little smile. It's so cute. Tori, hello. Thank you for the super chat. You were a teacher? I was. I am now here as Rodin of TEMPUS. Morgan, Okori, thank you for re-upping the membership. Comfy streams are great for working on those tough assignments. I wish you good luck on those assignments. Good luck. Yeah, so I was only a public high school teacher, and I wasn't like a college professor or anything. I did TA a couple of times, but like that wasn't like an actual thing. Avid Fic Reader, hello. Thank you so much for re-upping the membership. Okwedi will also submit writing samples as long as they don't need a Twitter account. Yeah, I'll figure out how to do that and like talk about it with Mana Chan. Can we call you Sensei? Oh no, please don't. That's too formal. Vivi. Vivi's, oh my gosh, you're so small. It's so tiny. Oh. Vivi's best friend is a neighbor's cat. They often play together and look strangely similar to one another. Aww. Wait, the other one, the cat that was like 1 square long was, Lint? I think they might be like referring to Lint. Thanks to the interview with Vesper as someone pushing through my doctorate myself. feeling motivated to keep going. Good luck, Jetto. Good luck, good luck. Ah, I remember those days. I do not miss them, but I remember them. Ah, I hope everyone is having a good day so far. Linton Vivi, right? They just, oh my gosh. The face. Look at its eyes. Oh, how many VBs? I would only hold, I feel like I would only hold one just to like give them like the proper amount of attention that they deserve. They're so cute. I want to go like stick my face into Princess's fur. Look at that. Just the big poof. Yuka, thank you for the super chat. Hello, fellow former teacher. Yeah, I no longer. Teacher no longer. They're so cute though. Oh my gosh. Chat, if you had to go, would you go in a sea of cats or a sea of dogs? I think you are allergic to dogs the way you're allergic to cats. I'm so sad that I'm allergic to cats. I'm so sad. A sea of dogs, sea of cats, both. I think it'd be great because like the sea of cats would like suffocate you, but then like a sea of dogs would like lick you to death, you know? So it would tickle as you died. Rex works as a police doggo. Gets to smell lots of interesting smells coming from people's suitcases every day. Ooh. As an experienced scholar slash educator slash rodent, what were your ways of your studying or test-taking habits you have? Currently studying for my next credential certification in my field. Funny my mind, thank you so much for the super chat. I am a flashcards person. Every single time I would have a question that I would get wrong, I would classify them into one of three things. One, did I get it wrong because I just did not understand? Like, did I not know that material, right? Two, did I get it wrong because I misinterpreted what the question was? Like, I knew what the thing was, but I misinterpreted it. Or three, did I get it wrong because I, say like had, for example, time pressure and I rushed things, or I wasn't reading fast enough, or I had assumed these facts inside the question that weren't there. And that's what I would do. I would separate out all the things I got wrong into those three categories, because studying for each of those three things are very different, If I don't know it, then the way that I would learn it is just to like be exposed to it for the first time. If I got it wrong because I assumed something, or I had like time pressure, then it's, a time management issue, then I have to like figure out how to like allocate more time to like get myself the ability to, the time wiggle room, I guess, for questions, and so on and so forth. So like that's what I would do. Figure out what caused you to get it wrong, and then attack each of those in a different way. Thank you for the super chat. The art of sniping in Fortnite. Oh, I am not that good. I am not that good. Layla likes to hide under the sheets. She often gets stuck under hiding under sheets. Oh. I think some of the favorite thing is watching like dogs get stuck inside jackets, because their snoot sticks out of like the arm, the wrist area of the sleeves, but then the rest of their face is stuck inside the jacket and they can't get out. Wait, hold up. Oh no, I totally forgot. There was a question that I completely forgotten. Uh-oh. I apologize. Oh no. I forget what the question was though. Were you popular with former students? I don't know. I don't know if popular is like the word that I would use. I happen to be one of the younger teachers there, so like they felt like they could like open up to me a bit more. But like beyond that, I don't know. I wouldn't say popular. And do any of my students, former students, reach out to me? No, they don't. As far as I know, they don't know I exist anymore. I was just like one of the teachers that happened to be there and then now no longer exists in their mind because they're all off doing, you know, big things. That means yes, no. No, it wasn't that popular. I like that the song for the cats and the dogs are a bit different. This one has like a nice poppy, like a hip, or like a, not hip, what's the word? I'm imagining like banjos is the vibe I get. I don't know, it's nice. Bouncy, there's a good way to describe it. Yeah, bouncy, bouncy. Oh look, you found a new dog. It's Garibaldi. Garibaldi has seen things. Garibaldi understands the secrets of the universe. Ashley, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. Like, Garibaldi knows. This is the face that I imagine someone to get when they like read the Elder Scrolls and their like minds are exposed to the true like secrets of the universe, and then they're driven to madness. You know, like this is what I imagine them to like look like. Garibaldi's star once sneezed so hard that it made him do a somersault. His acrobatic clip went viral on TikTok. Ooh. Oh my gosh. His default state is a blep. It's so cute. Oh. Alright, let's stick you there. And then easy. Yeah, say things right. The one YouTube video of the guy who read every single book in Skyrim so he didn't have to. Wait, Chad, have I ever told you that this game that my friends and I came up with? The game was like how to, like it's like a speedrun game, but like how do you speedrun Skyrim? And the game that we came up with was the first person to speedrun reading both chapters of the Lusty Argonian Maid. Wait, whoops, thank you for this super chat. Has gone beyond the furthest reaches of the universe, right? Been through the black hole and survived and has come back. Yodu, welcome to the collective. Welcome, welcome. You told us before. Yeah, so the books exist in the game, right? And the speedrun was, can you optimize a path to get through from the start of the game all the way to picking up the first and second chapters of the Lusty Argonia Maid? Like, that's what you gotta do. That was our speedrun thing that we came up with. Lulu loves watching the snowfall, but doesn't really want to go on walks when it's snowing. Very complicated, doggo. Aww. This reminds me of like all those shorts of like huskies sitting in the rain, or the snow I mean, and they just kind of like vibe. I remember seeing a whole this one clip where the owner walks outside, goes like, hey husky, some person on the internet says you weren't built for this, you gotta get back in here. All the meanwhile the husky is like just vibing, covered in a nice little layer of snow, just enjoying the outside. I want to hug one, they look really soft. Huskies aren't screaming at least, right? See chat, when the game gives me this little like flower pot, it's nice because I can start to like build around it. When it's just all the way open, it's very difficult. And I'm probably gonna get stuck in like the later levels because of just how confusing it's gonna get without any guidance. I'm in Okoiri. Forgot this is the dog version for a moment and wondering why the cats were barking. You do not have cats that bark? Woof woof. Okoiri though. Welcome, thank you for re-upping the membership. Wait, hold up. Did I overcomplicate things? I think I may have. Like this? No, but then you won't fit. Hmm? Oh. Like that. Garibaldi is just vibing. Look at that. Oh, you can't take him out. No. Oh, look, you found a new dog. It is Duke. Duke is a refined doggo, except when no one's looking. He makes a huge mess chopping down his food as fast as possible. Aww. Duke is a tall boy. It reminds me, yeah, Borzoi? How do you pronounce that name? Is it French? Was that the let me do it for you, Kermie? Like that dog. How do you pronounce that name? Borzoi? Borzoi. Oh. Let me do it for you. When all I do is for you, Kermie. Wait a minute. Oh no. This is not how you solve it. Uh-oh. I think I have been tricked. That meme, I think, has been around, like, long enough that, like, even just, like, Facebook moms know about it nowadays. I don't know how you feel about that, honestly. You're blocking the puff. Yeah. I don't... Wait, like that? Maybe like this? No, but then we don't have like a two block thing that goes there. Unless... Oh no. Not the Facebook moms. Oh my gosh. I have never seen any group of people so like effortlessly destroy memes than on Facebook. Oh gosh, no, we're like so close. Maybe this way? No, but then we have that one little corner piece. What if a Facebook mom was in the correlative? I wouldn't be surprised. But hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day. You got it, you have it. Put the small one inside. Inside? Okay, that's not gonna work out. Wait a minute. If we flip around... Wait. I think. I just wanted to see what chat would do. I saw a few comments right there. Rocco, a simple dog, likes to play with stuffed toys which are 5 times larger than him. Aww. Very cute. Had us in the first half. Chat, I have a question. The question is, should I Valorant Arc? Because I think that's the thing that we're all going to go into next. You got us, chat. Papa Fangirl, Okwedi, thank you for re-upping the membership. Thank you. Okay, so like it's either that or like another thing, right? But like there's also like Fortnite. I want to know like which one should I like compete with? Like why? What about CS2? I mentioned this briefly last time. Hold up. Ellie's mind, she's a dangerous guard dog on an important mission. In reality, she doesn't know the chest she's guarding is empty. Aww. Emilitas, Okwedi. Thank you for the re-upping the membership. Honestly, that's a mood. Sometimes I think I'm on an important mission, but I don't know that the chest I'm guarding is also empty. Man. Ellie is doing her best though, yeah. Oh my god, her eyes sparkle when you click her. Oh. Very cute. I love how so many dogs have like that blep face. It's very cute. Aw. Those eyes, right? Oh. But man, the vibes of this game is very different from the vibes of the cats. Okay, wait. What was this thing about? Wait. Oh no, I forgot my train of thought. What was it? Oh, that's right. Fortnite was a thing. The question was, why not Counter-Strike 2? Okay, so the reason why I don't like Counter-Strike 2 is I don't know. I need stimulation for my brain. I need like visual clutter. I want my screen to be a bright vomit of every single color of the rainbow known to man. And if I don't have that, then I cannot enjoy it. I don't know, it just seems very like static? Well, I guess static would be the right word. What would it be like? It's, I don't know, it's not pretty to look at. And that's really the big reason why I don't know if I'll go with Counter-Strike. I mean, I'm sure it's a very good game, and I remember playing a bit of it when I was much younger. It's very brown. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's very, very brown. It's gonna have pretty and interesting mechanics. Honestly, chat, if you go and if you want to find a way to like trap me into like learning things like, I don't know, like ancient history, right? One way you can do that is just make them into anime characters and then like cell shade it. And I'll read up anything as long as it looks pretty. You know, I'm a very visually oriented person. So like if it's like visually stimulating, then I'll be like, nice, I'll continue to like watch it. So like fake? No, I meant like legitimate like history, you know, like if it's something like super boring, right? But like you give me like cute anime characters, then I'll learn it, you know. I don't know, like maybe is there a cute rat skin in Counter-Strike? Korra is what we call a water doggo. There is a puddle or body of water nearby. Chances are she's already in it. Oh my god, chat. I saw this video. Oh, look at this smile. Very cute, very cute. I saw this one video of a dog like leaving a pool of water, or is it a pond? And then like the dog's just swimming, right? And then it gets into this one little spot in the pond that's like slightly deep, and it doesn't expect it, so it like sinks down and then like ingests a whole bunch of pond water. And then the owner's like, oh my goodness, are you okay? And the dog's just like and the sound that it makes is just like unholy. Oh my gosh. And the dogs are trying to like vomit and like get it out, but it can't. Wait, I know some people in chat have seen the video. I love it. I love it. It's really great. There's a whole bunch of things with like videos about like animals making weird noises. I don't know. I think like the pufferfish video eating the carrot. I think everyone knows about that one. Right? Not the pufferfish, right? People know about the pufferfish. I don't know, there's just something about it which I think is absolutely hilarious. How does it go again? It goes like, something like that. I want to get like a soundboard for like those weird noises. Padware, thank you for the super chat. Ew. Wait, no, it's like a breathy thing. It has like a breathiness to the end of it, right? Sir Alfie, or Sir Alfie? Sir? Oh, it's Sir Alfie. No one really knows Sir Alfie's true age, but he has been around forever, vigilantly watching for danger. I had a friend who had like a dog like this, and they would like puff up the hair into this little like, I don't even know what you call that. An algae? Like the thing that sticks out in the hair. Oh, very cute. I think like cowlick. No, cowlick is the forehead, right? But it's at the top. Oh yeah. It's like a little piece of hair that like flips around at the top. Mayu Okwiri, or welcome to the collective. Welcome. Hope you enjoy the channel badge and the emotes. Let's see. Wait. What if we did this way? And then you come down here. Ah, it's like a single block. It's a single block that we're missing. The antennae hair, yeah. I have to use 100% of my brain to say ahoge and not the other one, right? The internet has broken all of us. Wait, I just realized, like, why are there like flower pots down here outside the usable grid? Right? Like, why? Because we don't interact with these at all. Maybe it's like, it can't be like this, because then we don't have any dog that fits in this like little stick. So it's gotta be like this, right? And it can't be that, because we don't have the 3 square one for aesthetic purpose. I guess. Like that? And then, and then the rest of it doesn't fit because of the tail. So if you move you over... Why don't you like plants, Shinri? I don't know, I think animals are cuter than plants. It's just mine. Like, they're more interactive, you know? It's more fun to interact with a animal than it is to like interact with a plant. Also, I'm not that good at taking care of plants. Just in general. Oh, there we go. That's how we do it. Easy. What did you used to teach if you're comfortable answering? Science. I used to be a science teacher. I would teach in this region, used to teach earth sciences, which is like a freshman class. So things like, you know, like the tectonic plates, the water cycle, that one's always fun. And a whole bunch of other things. They're like just super basic sciencey. And then for like the sophomore and juniors, I would teach chemistry, biology, and then for seniors, I taught the advanced placement, environmental sciences. Oh no, not geography, geology, not geography. Geography is like countries. Geology is like rocks. Teaching that Elysium is flat. Maybe, but they'll never catch me. Rocks, okay, it's not because of that I like rocks. I just think rocks are neat, you know? Like... I just got an achievement for having Garibaldi's somersault. Because his sneezes caused him a somersault. Aww. But yeah, it was just because I think they're neat, right? Also, honestly, like that, the rocks part of it wasn't that mega of a section in the course. It was mostly just like making sure that everyone was like studying well for the exams. Honestly, like the majority of the work that I would do would just be to help like prepare people to study for the exams, and that's it. Wait, that doesn't work. Time to distract Shinri with an obsidian rock. Obsidian... Wait, I remember seeing something about this. Isn't obsidian technically not a rock anymore? Like, people classify it as glass? Is that a thing now? I don't remember. I don't keep up with this, like, new developments. Like, was it when Pluto became a planet, and then Pluto is what was classified as not a planet, and then afterwards, like, okay, maybe we can afford you the title of planetoid, but not actually a full planet. At that point, I just stopped caring. Because I was like, just pick up your mind. Like, it's not that hard, you know? A dwarf planet now. Oh my goodness. Now just... It's like that meme in Star Wars where it's like, I heard they waited until the guy who discovered Pluto passed away to reclassify out of respect. Aww. Okay, that's kind of sweet, actually. That's understandable. I wonder what the family thought about that. Because the family would be there just watching all the developments happen, and they're like, as soon as he dies, like, all right, go change it, go fix the mistake, you know? I hope they didn't tell his family, because that would have been awkward too. A betrayal arc, right? Universe scaling is too inconsistent because thresholds are difficult for our humans' brains to qualify. Right? Like, I don't think it really matters whether we call it a planet or not. Like, I think it's more just how we use it or how we view it in, like, relation to everything else, you know? Less a mistake and more reclassification due to new knowledge. Isn't the new knowledge just generally like, hey, we found these other planets that kind of fit this thing but don't make it nice and pretty? As long as we know it exists, it's fine. Honestly, my thoughts are, does it have good food? If it has good food, then we can pay attention to it. Otherwise, you know, it's aight. And that's it. Sorry, chat. I'm like, I don't know why this one is causing me an issue, you know? But, but no, like, I didn't really do too much in the way of that. I think like the majority of the reason why, or like, not the majority, I guess, like a good chunk of the reason why I decided to stop was like, it was very lonely, chat. It was very lonely. Like, imagine you work with people and like all your coworkers are like at least 25 years older than you know? And it's like, do I really want to say this is it, you know? And do I really want to go ahead and settle down to working this one job? And like, you know, the people in the department were absolutely lovely. They were wonderful people. But at the same time, I'm like, you know, it's not time for me, you know? And I think that's why I decided to stop. But yeah, I know that experience. It was pretty fun. A lot of the stuff that I did, I was able to get away with because I was able to get away with because like they didn't understand technology. So like I would like host like quizzes using Google Forms and like multiple choice questions out of Google Forms. Like I would collect like students' responses using those, and then they'd be like, "Whoa, Shinri, how'd you do that?" I'm like, Google." And they wouldn't understand. They'd be like, "What? What is that? What is it, Google?" It's like, you know, the thing that you search for? You used to like search your like questions. Yeah, that can also like organize your papers and all that. And they're like, "Whoa, that is so cool." And they just left me alone. So, man, they would definitely be screwed for Zoom. Zoom was a wild time. You were definitely the student's favorite TA. I think I have like this weird knack of taking things that are complicated and making them not so complicated. I wouldn't know about favorite though. That's a bit too much. I wouldn't say favorite. Definitely not. I just happen to be the guy who was like, because I come up with a lot of analogies, you know, when it comes to these things. That's what makes a teacher good. Aww. I don't know. I don't think about it in those terms. It feels weird to think about it in those terms, you know? Like, it feels weird to say that I was a favorite because I'm basically anointing that title to myself when like I'm technically not supposed to be in a position to do that because, you know, how am I supposed to know, yeah? Unless someone else tells me. I feel like I'm overcomplicating this and just getting very confused. This is the part of the stream when people who are focused on the game get very mad because I cannot figure out like these little things. All the meanwhile, all I'm doing is just like fiddling with things. You had the solution 5 minutes ago. I don't know what happened 5 minutes ago. I wish you were my teacher, sensei. No, don't call me sensei. That's weird. That's way too formal. I have a uni prop. She's old and she's amazing on tech stuff. Love her for that. Ooh, nice. I love it when like they're like open to trying out new things and exploring around with it. I think that's wonderful. Too late? No, don't call me that. It's weird. I don't know. It's like getting called Mister. I feel like it's just way too much, you know? I don't know, chat. It's a very strange feeling to get called a Mister, and it just reminds me of how old I am. And I don't know if I'm all about that, you know? All right, let's see. I'm just enjoying the puppies. Mr. Shinri. No. It would be Mr. Josuiji, but then that would be my dad. Right? Mr. Josuiji. It still sounds weird. I don't know, chat. It's one of those things where like I'm still not used to it, you know? Like, Sir Shinri, no. It's the last names, yeah. I don't know. Maybe one of these days when I'm like ready to settle down, I'll consider it. But until that point, I don't know. Like, I feel like I am okay just being younger. Josuiji Dono Sama Sensei. No, it's way too much. Senpai? I guess senpai is fine. I don't know. We don't really have like like kohais to be called senpais. So it's like a weird feeling, but I don't know. Just Shinri is fine, honestly. Thank you, chat, but just Shinri is fine. Am I overcomplicating it? I think I am overcomplicating it. That doesn't work. That doesn't work either. These don't work. This kind of works. There we go. Okay, just Shinri. Just Suiji. Nico. A musician with fantastic rhythm, it often helps his owner create music by providing well-timed barks and howls in perfect pitch. Aww. Like, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Just Shinri. Nice to meet you. Okay, Just Shinri. I'm sad. Oh my gosh. Am I getting dad joked by chat? No. Chat, I just want to relax and organize puppies while, turning off my brain. I need some more water. Give me just a minute, chat. Just Shinri. Have you seen only Shinri? Man. You'll get these dad jokes one of these days, maybe. But I don't foresee myself like becoming a dad. I already have a bunch of boys to take care of here. but no, what I said about the other boys, I think like it's, you know, spicy water. No, not this time. It is not spicy water. But no, what I said about the other boys, like I really mean it. I think they're doing pretty well on their own. I have not had the worry or like the thought come up of like, I should check in on them because they're just handling things. I don't know. It's really nice. I can finally like start taking time for my own self and like look at the things that I'm doing and decide whether I am okay with that and improve my own things as opposed to like worrying about the other boys. But yeah, I think you gotta talk to Hakka about choosing Bettel to feed. Okay, I think it's because of the way it was phrased that it made it very easy to pick Bettel. You know, like all the boys are my favorite boys. But when it comes to like specifically feeding them food, it would have to be like, I wanna, maybe not experiment, but more like, okay, fine, it is technically experimenting, right? But it's just like, I want to know, you know, like what foods will Bettel accept and what will he not accept, you know? How can he definitely cook? I've seen it. He made like empanadas last time, didn't he? Mookie is very adorable and cute, but extremely jealous. So maybe don't date his owner. Aww. But yeah, I really do want to like pick at his brain and see like, all right, what kind of food will Bettel eat? What will he not eat? You know? But yeah, I've seen what is it? Hakka has like shared a whole bunch of pictures like in the Discord of his cooking, and oh my gosh, amazing, incredible. I would like 100% eat. Think you need to worry more about Magni? Bettel had to explain him on how his own oven worked. To be fair, chat, to be fair, I think Magni and I share like cooking styles in the sense that we're both like cookers. Like we use a stove. We don't use the oven. Because like oven, what would you do with an oven? It's mostly just baking, right? But like, I don't know, baking, yeah. Like I can like, you know, I can pass on baking. But cooking, you know, you give me like a pan, some fruits and vegetables. Well, I guess not fruits. Well, maybe no, some fruits. Lemons and oranges and like a salmon steak. Ooh, that'd be good. Oven can do oven things. Here's what I would do. I would just use an air fryer. I would just use an air fryer. Zoe. I can't tell which side is Zoe's face and which side is Zoe's tail. Zoe is a little hyperactive, always looking around the corner to see if you're making food for her. Cute, but I don't know. Chat, can you tell Zoe's face? Oh, these are the eyes. Right here. This is the eye, that's the nose. And if you pick Zoe out, the eyes close. Ah. Oh. Left his face hanging with the ears. Oh, the ears. Oh, I can see that. I can see that now. It was a little bit confusing at the beginning. Yeah. But no, Hakka has shared some food. I've seen it. It's amazing. I think like it's a lot more fun to cook with the stove top than it is to like cook with the oven, in my opinion. I don't know. It just feels more like creative. Maybe creative is not the right word. Just it feels like you have a bit more control over things, right? Whereas when it comes to like baking, you kind of have to like make sure everything's good first and then throw it all in there. And then you can't tell what happens until much later when it finishes, you know? That's what I'd say. You can bake cookies using a stove. Exactly. You can do a lot of things with the stove. Oh, there's the solution. Easy. Yes. Lao food is boiled, steamed, blended, grilled. Right? You can do so much on top of the stove that you don't need to use an oven for, right? Like, let's say you are a bachelor, right? Microwave. Boom. Easy peasy. Don't need to touch the oven, right? Let's say you are cooking to, like, impress a date, right? Stovetop. You take takeout, and then you just heat it on the stovetop. You pretend like you cooked it, right? Boom, easy peasy. What else can you do? You want popcorn? Microwave oven. Do you want mac and cheese? A pot. Like, you can do so much with just the stovetop and a microwave. You don't need to use the oven, you know? Alright, let's see. Dutch oven on a stovetop? Wait, what is a Dutch oven? I've heard a lot about it. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I've like been told what a Dutch oven is a few times, but I just never remembered. Oven bacon is the best bacon though. It's a lot of work for bacon though. I don't know, like, oh, it's two things. It's a pot with a lid. Wait, isn't that just a pot then? Makes you wonder if Shinri cooks Thanksgiving turkey on a stove. So this is my take on Thanksgiving turkey. The best way to have Thanksgiving turkey is to not. Just don't. Just don't. Go ahead, go get a chicken, get like KFC or, you know, something that's not going to drive you mad, and then just don't. Right? Like, I don't know why so many people get worked up about trying to make turkey work. It's like, just don't. Just go to like get KFC, get fried chicken, you know, or something that's, you know, not so much work, you know? I remember like trying to make turkey work, and it was like a 12 pound turkey, and like you had to like thaw it, but like because it was like frozen, you had to like thaw it very early. If you like missed the timing on it, the inside would be too cold, and then you had to like cook it for like an extremely long time, because if you cook it too fast, the outside gets dry, and no, too much work. Just get chicken, easy peasy, right? If you want it to taste like turkey, what you can do is you can get chicken and then like eat it with a spoonful of stuffing and maybe like turkey gravy, you know? Oakley used to be an agility contest winner. Nowadays he uses his jumping skills to hop over the garden fence to visit the neighbors. Aww. My dad's turkey is moist though. He puts Asian stuffing, cellophane noodles, wood ear mushroom, and carrots. That sounds very good, but it's very different from the turkeys that I've had. But you need turkey drippings for good turkey gravy, or you can just go buy turkey drippings on their own. It's like a magical thing. You can just buy the pieces that you need. Oh, stuffing beats turkey for me. I would much rather, like, my personal like favorite thing when it comes to Thanksgiving is actually the ham. I really like the ham a lot more than the turkey. I think like oh, this is a trap. Do you see the chat? You want to put it here, but then you realize you can't put it this way because you don't have like a long hopper to fit in this area. You can do it this way because it opens up space for like these, but that's not okay. Wait, no, this might be okay. This one might be okay. But yeah, you need to know how to cook it. It's like when people say chicken is dry, it's a lie. You need to know what works for you when you cook chicken. It's amazing, right? But here's the thing for me, like I can cook a mean chicken thigh like meal on the pan. Like I don't need to have an oven. That's the thing. I like the oven is nice, but I end up using it primarily for storage of my pots and pans. I almost never use the oven to like actually cook a thing. You know? Does anyone else do that too? Just use it for like storage. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I am the weird one here. I mean, fair but no. Absolutely cannot relate. How much are you guys cooking in your ovens that you would need to like have that much oven space or like oven clearance to like consistently use your ovens? I'm not cooking that much in the oven. That's the thing. Roasted duck or chicken, along with roasted sticky rice. Ooh. Frozen pizza. Okay, fine. I will concede the point on frozen pizza, but I will say that I don't eat frozen pizza that much. I've actually, wait, when was the last time I ate frozen pizza? The last time I ate frozen pizza was... I actually don't remember. When was the last time I ate frozen pizza? What? Oh gosh, has it been that long ago? No, it must have been like a long time ago. Home ovens aren't hard enough for pizza. I think, honestly, I think the boys just need to like cook the pizza a bit more, and they may have like given everyone a bad impression of home cooked pizza. When was the last time you ate fresh pizza? You know, Chad, that's a good question. I don't know. I genuinely do not remember when the last time I ate fresh pizza was. It could be tonight. I could just go ahead and not. No, wait, when was the last time I had pizza? I don't know. I really can't think of it. I can't think of the last time I had pizza. The only time that sticks out in my head when I was back at college as like you know, okay, so like you know how like every single like student organization and student like club, they just get like the cheap Costco pizza or like round table pizza because like that's the most affordable for the club budget. Like that's the one I remember, but I know that's way too long ago. I love chicken bacon ranch pizza. Ooh, my favorite pizza is also a creamy white sauce pizza with like barbecue chicken. I think like barbecue chicken pizza is like really good. Like not the marinara sauce. It has to be the white sauce. I don't know what they use. It's a very creamy sauce. It's very creamy sauce, but like that's the one that I like really enjoy. Old fashioned like pepperoni. Pepperoni, you can never go wrong with pepperoni. I would agree with that. It's pretty good. Alfredo pizza. I think that's right. Yeah, Alfredo pizza. I think Alfredo sauce. It's like a cheesy and creamy sauce. Oh yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I love it so much. I like one with pineapples. I think pineapples are great. Okay, so here's my take on pineapples and pizza, right? I think pineapples on pizza is fine. The only thing that you have to do is make sure that the pineapple is charred, all right? And that's the way I like pineapples on my pizza. It has to be charred so that the outside edges of the pepperoni are like a little bit crispy. You want that Maillard reaction, okay? Because what you want to avoid is just dumping a can of pizza, or like you want to avoid dumping a can of like pineapples, that's the word, onto a pizza, because everything just gets soggy, right? Because you have like all the pineapple juice, right? So what you do is you take the pineapples out of the can, Then you drain the juices off, you pat them dry with a paper towel, and then you grill them. Because you want to get that nice little crispy Maillard reaction on the outside bits of the pineapple. And then you take that and you put it onto the pizza. That's how you do it. I think too many people have been exposed to just pizza where they take a can and then they just dump it on there, right? And then because they just dump it on there, there's like all that pineapple juice and it just makes everything soggy and gross. And I'm pretty sure that's why people don't like pineapple on pizza. Because then it's like more like pineapple juice on pizza and it's not as appetizing that way. Yeah. Charred pineapples work well in burgers. Exactly. That's the thing. And like, even then, you know, when you put a pineapple on a burger, it's not juicy, you know, it's not like running with like pineapple juice. It's charred properly. I think that's what more people need to be exposed to. Hot dogs on pizza though, I've seen a few. In my experience, they're mostly just gimmick foods though, not like actual serious foods. This one is throwing me in for a tizzy. I do not know. My brain is actually not processing the dogs or the sounds they're making. Have hot dogs on spaghetti? I remember a very ancient internet meme where you get hot dogs, like hot dog sausages, and then you cut them into little rings, or not rings, into little coins. And then you get the pasta, the actual pot, like the spaghetti, and then you stick it through the hot dog coins, and then you cook it so that it like, it's not a meme. Wait, people do that? Seriously? I thought that was a meme. I thought it was just a meme. People do that? That's so much work though. It's Filipino spaghetti? Sweet style spaghetti? Okay, I can understand the sweet style spaghetti, but like the effort it takes to get the spaghetti into like the little coins of hot dog sausage. It's upgraded now that people are taking ground meat and wrapping it around raw noodles. Why? Wait, but then you're just boiling ground meat, aren't you? That sounds very gross because in order to cook the spaghetti, you have to boil it. And then... What? I feel like that's a big waste of like ground meat. Especially if you have like one that's like pretty good like fat content. Because you're just boiling most of it away. I don't know, Chad. I cannot condone it. Is that why Bettel hates spaghetti? Maybe. I don't remember why. I remember him mentioning it a few times on stream, but I don't remember the exact reason. Oh no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no, it doesn't work. They're not mirrored. I thought we could like flip them this way, but no, the little strand of hair that sticks out is difficult. For Bettel, it's a different thing. He doesn't like slurping it and looking like Cthulhu. You know, it's like okay to go ahead and cut it, right? Like, I'm sure there are people out there who are like, oh, how dare you cut the spaghetti. But honestly, like, as long as, you know, you're not like going around parading it on social media, they'll never know. You know, you can cook spaghetti any way you like. Like sometimes when I get very evil, I will break the spaghetti. And then that's how I'll cook it. I love lasagna. It's spaghetti cake, right? It's just spaghetti cake, isn't it? I am not afraid. See, here's the thing, chat. If I don't post a picture of it on social media, did it ever really happen? can you tell me, you know, with 100% certainty that it happened if I don't post it on social media? You will never know, chat. That secret will go with me to the grave. Where does... Oh, gosh. Maybe it's like... Like that? No. Like this? What is the grossest thing you've eaten? The grossest thing I've eaten? I guess, like, for me, like, the grossest thing I've eaten would be, like, a thing that I've eaten that would have, like, elicited a particular response in my, like, taste buds. Or maybe just, like, the texture. It would probably have to be... sea pineapples. That's the only one I could think of at the moment. Sea pineapples. The way that it was served was... It was like cut up into like strips and then served as if it were like oysters. But they're not... I don't know. I did not like them. Yeah, sea pineapples. They are like anemones, I think. They kind of look like anemones. But they're not really. Are they? Hang on, let me see. Sea pineapple. Yeah, they just straight up look like a sea pineapple. So what you do is you like slice them open and then you take the hard outside shell out. And then from there, you get the inside, like the gonads part, and then you eat that. No, we're like so close. So close. Yeah, you can eat that part. It was like served as if it were like oysters to me, and I did not like it. Because I was like expecting oysters, but it was not. Yeah, they legitimately do look like sea, like little pineapples from the sea. They kind of look like urchins. Yeah. Sounds like the opening house of SpongeBob. It kind of does, doesn't it? How am I... Oh, wait, is this... No. Oh, it's so close. Can we just mirror this? Maybe it's because you expected... Oh, maybe because you expected, that's why it's tasted disappointing. Maybe. But I think that would probably be the one that I would like find. The texture was more akin to like boogers, I guess? Like slimy boogers. Like that's what the texture was like. And I was not ready for it. And I could just not handle it. Yeah. This is another one you had the solution 10 seconds ago. Oh, wow. It's okay, we'll eventually get to it. Just like oysters. Okay, but like oysters are like small enough that like you can like take them in a shot, you know, like a single go. But like this one was long and stringy. You know? I care about the texture and the flavors. This is why I love eating like raw seafood in general, except for like those anemones. I think raw seafood is very nice. It's been a while since I've... Actually, no. The last time I had seafood was like 2 weeks ago? A week ago? When I treated Papa Suiji and Mama Suiji to a meal. By the way, dog conch thing is a part of Indonesia? A dog conch? Ooh, wait. Ooh. That actually looks pretty tasty. Oh, so that's how you do it. You get these like long skewers, and then use the skewers to pull them out of the shells. Ah, I see. Naruhodo. Oh no. It's not going very well, chat. Ooh. I want to eat some seafood. Okay, chat. Have you ever thought about how big the ocean is? And then how, like, every single day, sharks are out there just, like, eating fresh sashimi. Every single day. And that's all they do. They just go around, they eat sashimi, and they don't even know how amazing it is. Sharks living the life, right? Okay, wait. Have I ever told the story about, like, how difficult it must be to try to explain food to, like, the food that we eat to, like, animals, you know? Like, for example, chat, have you ever considered how much work it would take to explain, like, fish and chips to a fish, right? Like, not only are they terrified because they're like, oh wait, you eat us, right? So they're like, oh no, like they're gonna eat us, they're hunters and they're carnivores and all that, right? But then you have to explain to them exactly how you prepare the food, right? It's like, all right, so we take you, and then what we do is we take your body, we cut up into little bits, and then from there we also go and get this other animal. It's called a chicken, and we take the eggs of the babies. Now, they're not actually babies, you know, they're like what the babies would grow out of, right? But then what we do is we take that, we take you and that, and then we, like, you know, make this thing called a batter using this, like, flour and this thing called beer. You don't have to worry about what beer is, right? But we take your meat and then we put it and dip it into this mixture. And then we deep fry you, and frying is like this thing called it's a way we cook using oils, and that oil comes from this, like, plant that you don't have to worry about because you're a fish, you know. And, like, imagine trying to explain all that to a fish, you know, and then, like, saying things like, oh yeah, and by the way, there's this thing called trees out there in the real world, or, like, you know, above, out of the ocean, that make this fruit called a lemon. And, like, apparently when we squeeze lemons over your bodies, it tastes amazing. And the whole time the fish is like, wait, what? What's a chicken? What is the egg? Frying oil? What are these words you're using here? And then you're like, wait, a tree? What is a tree? Right? And, like, just think about, like, the amount of work it would take to try to explain that to an animal that we're eating, you know? Izukaze Okoiri, villains explain the plans to the protagonist. Right? Exactly. But you just gotta think about it, like, there's just so many steps that go into cooking, and you have to wonder to yourself, like, how did we ever get to this point? You know? Koi nebulas. No, we're not eating koi. We're not eating koi. I still don't think kois are edible. They take it okay. It's been some SpongeBob. This one is stumping me, chat. I do not understand this one. Fish and chips? I don't think koi are, like, raw seafood. Yeah, raw seafood. Sushi is good. Sashimi is really good. I heard kois are supposed to taste pretty bad. But I don't know, because I don't eat koi. But, like, that's what I've heard. We had this talk before. There's a way to cook koi. But I don't want to cook koi. I'll cook every other fish, though. That's the thing, though. We'll cook every other fish except for the kois. We are not yummy. Koi is like magic carp. You don't eat it. Exactly. Oh, no. Chat, I don't think I'm going to be able to solve this one. Then again, I'm not actually, like, trying really hard to solve it. I'm just kind of, like, fiddling and fidgeting around. Don't cook goldfishes. I heard that goldfishes are apparently, like, super invasive, and they will like outcompete everything. Is that true? I've heard some terrible, like, stories about how, like, oh, you know, this one family flushed their goldfish down the toilet, and now the entire ecosystem has been taken over by these goldfish. And then it's like, you know, it's like the true crime, like, reenactment photos, like, this family was a happy family until they were killed. and then it does like the inverse image flashing and the slow zoom in, right? I hear goldfish are just like that. Like they're super tenacious and they like do not die easily. So it's very easy for them to like take over, you know? And then it makes me wonder like how bad are some of the people raising the goldfish if like even an invasive species like the goldfish is not able to survive. And some people just cannot. It turns black and white, right? In a world where a family's goldfish was flushed down the toilet, nothing will ever be the same again. Coming soon to theaters near you. Goldfish. The Reckoning. I don't know. It's a lot easier for me to do that when I have a script to read off of than it is to like try to come up with things like impromptu because I'm not that good. Banger goldfish trailer. Chat, I feel like we're so close. So close, but it's not quite there. Like that? I don't know. Oh, do you know what that reminds me of? This reminds me of like a video that I watched. Cane toads. Cane toads. Chad, does anyone remember seeing a documentary about cane toads in Australia, where someone had introduced cane toads by accident, I think, to like this place in Australia, and then like they start taking over the wildlife at an alarmingly dangerous place, right? And I remember this one very distinct scene where they're driving along the roads and this guy is like intentionally swerving in an effort to go and hit as many cane toads as possible, and he's like right there doing the interview, and the whole time like you're just driving and you just hear like pop 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 because he would go like swerve out of his way to like go and hit every single one of those cane toads, right? Like, oh my gosh. And apparently there were just so many that it didn't matter. Like the amount that he would kill with this car just did not compare. Like there were gonna be so many more that came afterwards. Did everyone else watch that? I'm sure there's like a video on YouTube right now that you can go and see, and like it'll show you that exact clip. But like I distinctly remember the popping noises, and it was like, it was wild. Never heard the documentary. I think it's on YouTube, at least like clips of it. It doesn't sound pleasant, no. When they just put debris in your car. I think it was just like, just to show like in a little shock value horror-esque way, the enormity of the situation, of how many cane toads there were. No, not again. It's so close. Man. Can just scoot you in. Cane toads are terrifying. I hear they're very like aggressive too. I'm scared with toads. Can give people running down on cane toads. Ooh. I'm sure there's been a lot of people who've like studied cane toads. They're like used as a case study for a lot of like what was it again? Invasive species studies. Why is this one causing me so much issue? Man. We might have to skip this one unless we get stuck on it. Ah, chat. Please excuse me. I must go to an idle meeting real quick. I'll be right back. I will leave you here with the puppers. Give me just a moment. Hello chat, I am back. Also, it's very hot in my room, so I went ahead and like opened the window, and if you hear like outside noises from outside the guild hall, it is just like outside noises. Umemi, thank you so much for the yellow super chat. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Judima, thank you as well. Thank you. Hammer Green. Thank you for the blue super chats, everybody. It's oh no. I was gonna make a joke about the koi pond, but then I realized like if I encourage that, someone might misinterpret the koi pond, and like the it was like the wave emote, I think, was the one that used to be spammed quite a lot. Oh, okay, it doesn't fit into this little Z. We have a Z here, but it doesn't fit to the S. That's the one. Yeah. Pre-mention struggles. I almost I'm like 50-50 right now between wanting to just like skip ahead to another level or like just brute forcing this out all the way, because I've already invested so much time into this one. Maybe if we deal with the problematic one first, then maybe no. See, that doesn't fit because we have this U-shaped one. A sunk cost theory, right? But this time it's just puppies, and that's the sunk cost. And I think puppies are a great sunk cost. Something like this, maybe. Like that? Sunk cost puppies. Sunk dog theory. I forgot what we were talking about earlier. We can just like take a nice little restart. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, no, that doesn't work because then we end up with these two sides here. Because so maybe this little dog fits somewhere in the middle, like that. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle. Something like. No, that doesn't work. Invasive species tier list. Oh yeah. Wait. Do I know any? I don't think so. The only invasive species that I know about are like zebra mussels and like cane toads. The English ivy, I think. Ooh, lionfish, yeah, those. A bunch of other ones. But like, I cannot find a invasive species that are like deliciously edible. You know? Yeah, zebra mussels. They're like mussels, but they have like little stripes on them that make them look like zebras. They're not that edible. They're like very, very invasive. They outcompete everything in the natural area, like the area, but they're also not really tasty to eat. So like, the problem is like, you can't really turn them into food. So like, people have been trying to come up with different ways to like handle like invasive species, and like a lot of it ends up trying to see if they can turn it into food, but unfortunately most of it ends up not being successful because they're just not tasty enough. I heard lionfish isn't that bad. I heard the problem was like preparation of lionfish. To like properly prepare it was too much work to make it like a thing that people would consistently go out and buy. Jamaican eat lionfish? Oh. Deer are invasive in this dimension and used for food in this dimension. I think, okay, so the thing that I know is like zebra mussels. Like people have tried to eat zebra mussels because like the question is like, or the thing is like, an environmental group will always come out and be like, oh, you know, please watch out, don't like pollute this area because it like encourages the spawn of zebra mussels, which are an invasive species, this and that, right? And then people always ask like, well, if they're invasive species, why can't we just like cook them up and eat them? And then this one person I remember shows off like a zebra mussel. They'll cut it open and they'll show it, and it's like, yeah, see, they like really are like super filter feeders, so they taste horrible. Because they'll like filter feed like the worst quality water, and unfortunately they're just like really good at that, so they can outcompete in those areas, but they apparently taste super bad. Yeah, they taste like dirt then, right? Yeah. Generally you want invasives to be tasty because it creates a cobra effect while people keep releasing them. They're like, please stop releasing goldfish into the water, they're too tasty. I wonder if that's ever been a problem, like too many people releasing things into the water. Crabs are yummy. Oh my gosh. Okay, this might be a little bit of a controversial take, but I don't really like crabs. I don't like eating crabs. It's too much effort, chat. Like, I enjoy the taste of crabs, but I would much rather eat like imitation crab than deal with the actual crab itself. It's way too much effort. I know, like, and like to get the crabs that are like really big and chunky and have like a lot of meat, you gotta like put in too much effort or pay a lot for like extravagantly overpriced crabs. Unsubbed. Unsubbed, unmembered, canceled on Twitter. Writing all this like furious emails to all the Michelin star restaurants right now. I don't know, like the claw has like the most, and then like I guess the only thing that I would eat is what is the thing called again? So when you grab the crab and then you like rip off like the top of the shell, on the inside is like this like yellow colored organ. I forget what it's called. The roe? The eggs. Is it that? Tamale? Crab butter. Yeah, that's the one that I know of. I've heard it referred to as crab butter most. We call it yolk? Oh. But yeah. I've heard the term butter being used to describe it most often, but like that would probably be the only thing I would eat. You know, like if someone had already done the preparation work for me, like I'll eat that. But then like everything else, I don't know, the meat of the crab, there just isn't enough to make it worth the effort it takes to like break it open, you know? Crab legs, I guess they're all right, but I feel like they're just way too thin. There's not much meat in the crab legs. Crab with rice is good. Crab with rice is very good. Provided that I don't have to take the crab out myself, you know? Like if someone else does that hard work for me, then I'll be all peachy with it. But other than that... Oh no. This is gonna drive me insane. I'm surprised that this is the level that is confusing me. Emotional support. I volunteer. Okay, so here's the thing. I would much rather have like imitation crab meat, because I can just get like a bag of imitation crab meat and then throw that into like hot pot, right? And then it's still good. It's still good. Okay? Me eating lobster with no problem. Okay, here's the thing though. Lobster, I feel, is a lot easier to manage because when you go ahead and like break open a lobster, it's sizable. Like I can grab my hands, like my hands are big enough to get good leverage on a lobster and then like pull off the shell. When it comes to like crabs though, they're just much too small. I have to use those, what are they called? Like they almost look like walnut breakers, but they're not really for walnuts, they're for crabs. They look like a claw. But like trying to get the angle and the leverage onto those has too much work for me. It's way too much work, chat. Permission to grab hands. Gonna catch these crab claws. Clack, clack, clack. Shrimp. Yeah, so shrimp. I love preparing shrimp. Because all you have to do with shrimp is you grab the shrimp, right? And then you pinch the head off. And then because the head of the shrimp is like all one together, like one giant piece, it comes off very easily, right? And then you run your finger through the legs and then you can lift the shell off. And then after you take the shell off, you just take out the vein and then you're ready to go. It's such an easy way to prepare. I love how easy it is to prepare shrimp. So like 100% agree with shrimp. The crab though is so difficult. I don't know. What kind of shrimp? Every kind of shrimp. I would try every kind of shrimp. Do you eat the head and the tail? I'll eat the head and tail if it's deep fried, but if it's not deep fried, I usually just save it for stock. I'm still a little bit squeamish when it comes to eating the shrimp's head. So I'll eat it if it's fried, otherwise I save it for stock. I don't know if I'll be able to like get to the point where I can just straight up eat a shrimp head on its own. I'm a little bit like squeamish when it comes to that. Like despite me having eaten a lot of different foods out there like that, if it's looking at me, you know, like toasted cockroach or not cockroaches, toasted grasshoppers, crickets, that's the word. Toasted crickets, like those are fine because they are so small. Like in my mind, I can like visualize them just being a chip, right? So like I can like in my mind, I just see them like, oh cool, it's like a chip, right? But like when it comes to like fish heads and like shrimp heads, like they're big enough that I can like see them as an entity, you know? And that's what gets me. That's what gets me. If the shrimp is fried well enough, I eat the whole thing. Exactly. Because then like all the parts of the fish that, or the parts of the shrimp that are like shrimp-like kind of meld into like just the fry, the batter, you know? But like for me, you know, for shrimp, I usually just turn them into stock. Otherwise, I don't eat the head. Are you telling me shrimp fried this rice? People from the West don't serve the fish with the head. I think it depends on the meal. But yeah, in most cuisines, it's not served with the head on. I heard chocolate coated crickets and they were just weird. I find that like most chocolate covered insects end up just being mostly chocolate. I've had like chocolate covered ants before and I've never really noticed the ant part of the ant. It mostly just ends up being like a big dollop of chocolate that's just on top of like an ant. I mean, like, to be fair, I can understand why they do it because it's mostly just to like have the broad appeal of like, hey, by the way, here's a novelty food, you know, it's ants, but they're covered in chocolate. It's mostly chocolate to make it, you know, easily palatable by customers, right? I can see that. Yeah, chocolate covered ants. It's not that bad. They're like, they just look like little raisins, like about that big, like little like chocolate covered raisins. Most insects are only vaguely flavorful. They're all texture, slightly nutty at most. Yeah, I think like mostly it's like cardboard. Like if you imagine chewing onto cardboard until it gets all pulpy, that's kind of what it tastes like in my experience. It's just mostly like very pulpy cardboard. There really is not much flavor in my experience. Most of the flavor comes from the seasoning that they use to like toast the food in, or the insects in. But other than that, I actually don't know too many things that have like much flavor. Yeah, it's mostly just a texture thing. How do you know what cardboard tastes like? In the same way that I know what Nintendo Switch cartridges taste like now. Hey Chad, like I'm curious, you know, I want to know, does it always taste like that all the time? You know? Chad, don't you ever want to just know, like you're just curious and like I have to know. For the sake of all that is good, I must know. I must understand and like figure out the thing. Shinri eats rocks, crayons, game cartridges. Okay, to be fair, Chad, to be fair, when I ate rocks, it wasn't really a rock, it was silica, and silica comes naturally as part of tahine, okay? It's not like I went out of my way to eat like a straight up rock, okay? It's silica in tahine, alright? It's not like a rock. It's more like sand, if anything, okay? It really is more like sand, if anything. Shinri ate crayons, yeah. It was mostly just like to see what the texture was like. As a young Ronin in the olden days. The stuff they put in do not eat package. No. You're not supposed to eat those. Those I do not eat. Like properly do not eat. Hey Shinri, have you ever noticed that your tongue is positioned? The proper way to position your tongue is having it touch the roof of your mouth. If it doesn't, your face shape can change over time. I'm not sure what that means. Like, how does your face shape change? Ooh. Is it like a gacha when it comes to face changing? Or is it like it changes for the better? Or does it change for the worse? Wait a minute. Oh. Wait. There we go. Oh my gosh, this level took so long. This Ikuzo. Oh no. See here, chat. This cactus right here fits perfectly and it provides like a actual thing on the map. This one doesn't, you know? I wonder, unless that's a trick and you're supposed to do it this way. Maybe that's the way? Tangent and solve focuses on the tangent part. What a long boy, right? Very cute. Excuse me. Zoe speaking over the other, yeah. Man. Wait, there's two of you. So, no, that can't be right, because then we have this little area, this little corner that doesn't fit. So, it's gotta be somewhere else. Because this opens up this area here for, like, no, that doesn't work. Two Quasso dogs, right? And you are much too long for that one. You don't fit here. Okay. I assume it's like here? Like this will fit here like that, and then we'll get you that. But then we have these big chunkers that don't fit. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, look at that. Nice. Oh look, you found a new dog. It's Belle. Belle is a simple dog. She likes getting belly scratches and laying on the couch. Belle is my spirit pup. Look at that. Oh, laying on the couch and getting belly scratches. Is that not the life, chat? Me and who, chat? Like, that's what I want to be. I just want to, like, lie on the couch and get belly scratches. Oh. Look at this smile. Look at this smile, chat. Oh, look at the face. Oh, adorable. So cute. I think one of my favorite things to do with puppers is to, like, when you pet them, like if they're on their backs and their belly is up to you and you rub your belly, right? You want to, like, stretch their arms out up above their heads and then, like, move your hands all the way up so that you can, like, get access to their, like, toe beans. I think it's really cute because all they do is just lie there. Speaking of which, chat, have you noticed that, like, so many animals, when you pick them up, will just freeze? Like, I don't know why, but sometimes I worry about animals and their apparent lack of self-preservation. They just freeze, and they don't do anything. Like, cats, you can pick up a cat with almost any, like, any slight amount of effort and pick up a cat, and then it won't move. It'll just, like, be there. Probably scared, maybe. And then it's up to you as the owner to, like, make sure you take care of it and not get scared. Freezing is a common to self-preserve and conserve energy. Ah. I know, like, possums, whenever possums play dead, it's like it's a reactive thing. Like, they don't go ahead and, like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and play dead right now. Instead, what they do is they, like, there's a chemical process in their body that, like, activates and then causes them to go into that, like, frozen state. Isn't that what happens when you make something domestic? I suppose so. Alright, chat, are you all excited to be stuck in this level for who knows how long again? The goats. Yeah! The fainting goats, they, like, when they faint, it's not like a decision. It's like a biological reflex that kicks in, and then when they go, when they faint, that's like they have no choice. They have no say. It's not. It is not a decision they take and they say, like, I'm going to go ahead and freeze here. No, they just drop. The muscles tense up. Yeah. I forget where I read that from. Maybe this way. Oh. There we go. Nice. Stuck on a level with dad just means more comfy Zatsu. They're the representation of fight, flight, or freeze. Oh, that's true, right? My Shiba puts her body into crab position when you pick her up. Wait, I'm trying to imagine what a crab position looks like for a dog. A Shiba? Crab position? I'm not sure I understand. I'm having a difficult time visualizing what a crab position will look like for a dog, but it sounds really cute. Lely, welcome to the collective. Welcome. Like, it sploots? I know, like, there's some splooting there. I'm having a difficult time. You can look it up. Okay, wait. I want to look it up. Puppy crab position. Oh, when they, like, stand on their legs and they look like a crab. Aww. Oh, that's really cute. They, like, stand on their back legs and they lift their front paws up. I didn't know that had a name to it. Oh, that looks very cute. I would be worried that, like, they're getting ready to, like, jump me. Aw, cute. Very cute. Hang on, let me... No, we don't have this we don't have a space for this 2x2, so we'll have to go somewhere else. So maybe like maybe we need to make the corners work somehow. The game is so wholesome, right? I love it. It's so relaxing. Well, relaxing up to a point, I guess. It gets very infuriating after a certain amount when you can't figure it out. But how can you rage when you have all these cute pups? They're adorable. Maybe like that? No, not close, but we're like a square off. The pug, not a thought going through its mind. He's seen things, has seen the ends of the universe, and understands the secret to all. But we will never be able to understand their thoughts. I called it like a crab because her legs stay like that even when I hold it to my chest. Aww. It is so cute. Man. He has every thought. Every thought that has or will happen is going through this dog's mind at the same time, all at once, never ending, never stopping. This reminds me of the of that game before the night that we were playing that we still need to finish at one point, where like people were treating the humans as pets, and you're like, oh, don't forget you neuter your pet human so that they don't suffer all these like dangerous side effects, this and that. Man, we need to finish that game. That was like a trip. That, I don't know, something about that game was like a very like unnerving. It's weird in a strange way. Oh no, not that again. Yeah. Maybe the big one doesn't belong in a corner. Maybe it belongs on this side. And then we can fit in the rest of it around. Like that? Something like this, maybe. Because this way, we'll fill that in. Not quite, not quite. The biggest one needs to be the center of attention, right? Aww. They're so cute though, Chad. Slaps the roof of this dog. This dog can fit so many treats. Like, wait, what if we did this way? Would this one fit here? No. Literally how Great Danes to the dog park I go. I want to go pet all the dogs. It's very unnerving to apply things that have a different biological function than in pets. Yeah. These might be cuter than the kitties. I think the hilarious thing about these dogs is that they're just like, instead of being pleasant, they're like out there. Like this dog here, this one, Jerry Baldy, like just out there. It reminds me of Road to the Multiverse. I'm not familiar with that. I'd like to learn one more though. New mission, pet every dog in existence. That's what I should have done. I should have been like, hey chat, on my debut day, pop out and be like, I have a goal. And as in my time here at HOLOSTARS, my goal is to pet every dog. Every dog. I wonder how much that time would take. Wait, doesn't that make you... Okay, chat. At the risk of making this sound very depressing, has anyone else realized that, like, there's so many things in the world that'll happen that we will never be able to experience, you know? like try as we might, there will never be enough time to experience everything that there possibly could be to experience in this world. You know? I think like it's gonna go back to food again. Like, imagine all the food out there, the amazing, delicious food that we will never be able to taste because we just don't have time to go and like encounter all the foods, you know? Ooh. So many things we can never get to learn from, right? When I was growing up, my teachers always told me, hey Shinri, there is like an entire ecosystem in the Amazon rainforest that we will never find or be able to figure out, but like the next cure to some illness might be found inside the sap of a tree that grows only in the rainforest or something like that. And I thought to myself, like, one, that's cool. Two, that's a lot of like mind-blowing information to give to a small child, you know, like, thanks a lot. Now I'm gonna be thinking about this for the rest of my life, knowing that we'll never be able to get there, you know. But second, like, what if there is like a bee, right? Like a very specific species of bee that lives far, far deep in the middle of the rainforest that creates like the smoothest honey known to man. Like, no one has ever tasted how smooth this honey is. So like crystal clear, like absolutely like, it's like not too sweet, but it has like a very like crisp flavor of honey to it, you know? Polka has mastered the art of separating 100 different package opening sounds and can distinguish what is for her and what is for humans. Aww. Honey is overrated, don't at me. I think honey is alright. I like honey a lot more than like sugar. But then again, I am just old and I have gotten to the point where I don't like very overly sweet things. So that just might just, you know, might just be me. What if not honey, but like, I don't know, maybe there's a gecko out there, right? A magical gecko whose like skin is like super, it alters your perception of time. There we go, you know? Like, what if there's a gecko out there whose skin secretes a substance that allows you to travel through time, you know? And then we'll never know about it because there's just no way to go out there and explore, you know? You can't like go to the Amazon rainforest, stand in front of it and go Control F, psychedelic gecko. You know, you can't really do that. I don't know, I want to know. I want to know more, right? Sounds like a shroom. The ayahuasca gecko. Gecko drugs, got it. Exactly, chat. What if there is a really cool gecko drug and we'll never find it? Or maybe we do find it. Maybe we do find it, but it's too late, you know? I worry about that every now and then. One thing I need to know is how much trial and error figuring out what to eat. I want to eat cashews. Wait, that makes sense, actually. That does make sense. Like, how would you know which part of the cashew to eat, right? Because it doesn't tell you. And at first glance, it looks like you could eat the apple part, but the apple part isn't what we eat. It's the nut that hangs out of the apple part. And then from there, we toast it. We already found the whole ayahuasca gecko. How do you prepare it too? See, okay, chat, see, that's what I'm talking about, right? How would you know how to prepare foods to make sure that it doesn't like hurt you or give you like an upset stomach or worse, unalive you, right? But think about it. You have to like explain just how much work went into discovering foods that we can and can't eat, you know? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, all the foods that we eat, how many people experimented back in the past? Trial and error? It can't all be trial and error, though. Right? Like at some point, someone must have been able to distill a proper science of like, all right, here's how we know, like, one, we know this, this mushroom is dangerous because Jerry ate it and Jerry's now dead, right? But then you'll be like, all right, well, let's figure out what parts of the mushroom are dangerous to eat, And then like you would run tests on it and then try to figure out exactly which parts are edible and which parts are not edible. Don't underestimate the tenacity of human species in the face of culinary experimentation. This is true, I suppose. Like, all the foods that we eat nowadays, they have been like years and years. Well, more than that, like thousands of years, right? Bronze Era people were clever as hell, tried eating new things when they had no better options. Like one story I keep hearing is like people found out that certain acorns were edible because they watched squirrels eat the acorns. That's like a story I was told. But then like, how would you be sure, Like there are some foods that humans can eat and others that we can't. Like for example, we can't eat grass. I mean, okay, we can eat grass, but we can't digest grass because our stomach acid isn't enough to like break down the cell walls, right? So if you saw a cow eating grass and you were like, oh, I want to go munch on some of that delicious grass, and then you do, you're going to find out that you're not actually getting much benefit from it because your body can't like digest the cell walls of the grass. We still eat corn though, right? But we have to chew it and we digest the starches of the corn, not the shell of the corn though. That's the thing. That's why like if you are in too much of a rush to go and eat corn, the next morning you have a lovely surprise waiting for you. Like that? But no, like your body can't digest it, so like there has to have been like some people who are like putting things together to do like a proper study of like, all right, this we can digest, this we can't digest. I want to know. I want to be like, is this some trial and error? Should we? No, it's just like our stomach acids, as powerful as they are, aren't strong enough to go and digest the cellulose walls of a lot of vegetables, actually. Why do we eat vegetables? Who knows? I think part of it has to do with like just the ease of growing vegetables. Because like if you're able to grow wheat, then you can have like a nice steady supply of grains, and like that would be a very good thing to have, Fiber, vitamins, yeah. There are some sugars and starches in certain vegetables that are really good. Yeah. Grows in the ground, no need to hunt for them. I think that's probably the biggest reason, Because like back in the old days when everyone was like hunter-gathering, if you didn't have to hunt, you could save energy and not have to go after them. How to eat a can of fried worms? My recommendation would be Old Bay seasoning. And then just go for it. Just be very generous with the seasoning and then just go for it. But to be fair, chat, like this is why I would not survive. Like if I were to like be taken by, like taken into the past, like no thank you. I would not want to deal with that stuff. Oops, oh no, I spilled water. Uh-oh. That's a lot of water. Oh no. I'm so glad this is not spicy water because then my entire room would smell like spicy water. This is just regular water this time. I don't know if you heard it, but it was like a very gentle tink, and then the cup tilted on its side. Do people eat scorpions? I'm sure they do. One of the big benefits of being human is that we can use tools. So it's very easy to like pin a scorpion down and then safely remove the stinger without putting much risk to it. And then afterwards, I hear that the rest of the scorpion is pretty edible, except for the stinger. So as long as you snip that part of the tail off and then you eat it, it's like okay. But I've never really tried it myself, so I don't know what scorpions taste like. Tarantulas. I have only eaten the leg of a tarantula, and it was toasted, not because we wanted to toast it, but because the instructions said you had to burn away the hairs of the tarantula, and that's the only reason why we toasted it. It didn't really taste like anything, honestly. It tasted like, how would I describe it? Like a very bland chip. You know, like it tastes like a very bland chip. There was like no real discernible flavor to it. It just like was there. Beyond that, nothing else. I apologize if it's not like an exciting piece of news. I'd rather eat a bland chip than that. That's fair. That's fair. Let's see, what other crazy things have I eaten? I don't know. Like, part of me wants to like say like the most wild thing I've ever eaten was like tofu that was like flavored and textured to taste like meat, but it didn't quite get there, so it tasted more like a dry patty. I guess it's more of a texture description than like a food description. I don't know. I like tofu, but only when tofu is being tofu. If tofu tries to pretend to be something else, then no. It's okay. It is okay to be yourself, tofu. Do not try to pretend to be other things. You know? Like, it's okay for tofu to just be tofu. Sassy tofu. No, not sassy. just be yourself, tofu. People will enjoy the texture and taste of tofu for what it is. You know? It doesn't have to be like some kind of a meat replacement. Fried tofu is the best. Yeah, fried tofu is pretty good. I would agree with that. I think this might be another one that we get stuck on, because I'm not really seeing a clear answer to this. What if we stick you here, and then you there? No, but then we have too many corners and little, like, divots. Do you have any paranormal stories? Not really. Oh, stretch time, yeah. I can't believe it's already been 2 hours. Stinky tofu. I've only had stinky tofu a few times. I would like to try some more of it before I like definitively say it. But no, not too much. Not too much experience with it, I mean. Would like to try some someday. I really want to go like traveling and like do like vlog posts. Oh my gosh. This is one channel on YouTube that I used to watch a lot of. Tasting Bacons or something like that. And all they do is just go around and eat like delicious street food, and it's like I want that life. Like that is, give me that, you know? Like if I got a genie and they were like, you have one wish, I'm like, that, give me that. That's the life I want. And then like I that's what I would want, you know? Dancing Bacons, that's the one. Like imagine, you know? Because I grew up in a time back in like ye olde days of the internet where there were these people who would go around with like blog posts, and then all they would do is like blog about how they would go travel around the world and like eat a whole bunch of food and then just like talk about it. And like I think that was a scam. I don't know many people who like found success doing that. But they like sold the dream of like, you can go ahead and like become a food blogger too and make tons of money off of it. And then that one didn't work out. A lot of people after that turned into radio, and they were like, oh, you can start your own podcast And then the podcast will make you rich. And then people were like, oh, you can make your own food podcasts. And then like all of my friends, I think, were caught up in the podcasting. Everyone wanted to make a podcast. They were like, oh, you should check out my podcast. You should check out my podcast. Get your RSS feed to like subscribe to my podcast. And of course, like none of them ever like lasted. What other things that people like get like super up about? I remember that, right? Yeah. Let's say here, was it? I think it was This American Life. I think that was the one that all my friends cited, like, because I was like, why podcast? And like, oh, like, don't you know podcasts are like the new thing? It's the new big thing. Pretty sure it was like inspired by that. I remember when podcasts were pretty niche and usually inexpensive stuff. Yeah. But nowadays you have like podcasts for everything. Oh man, this one is difficult. I don't know, chat. I know I said that I like it when a map or these puzzle places have like these little like niches and like little divots. I would like to take that back now because I'm now even more confused about what goes into these little closet niche divot things. I take it back. These make it even more confusing, okay? If it's like one or two, it'd be nice. But now that there's like one, okay, there's one here, one here, one here, and then another one over here. And they're like different sizes. So it makes it even more confusing. Like this is valid, that's valid, even this is valid, and I have no idea which is which, right? In fact, this could even be tricky and do that. You know? Like, I take it back. But maybe, we don't have anything that would fit here though. So it can't be that, right? Yeah, so it can't be this. But it could be like that. like that? No, but then we have this like long boy that doesn't really fit anywhere if we do that. So maybe we do the long ones then. What's the difference between a podcast and a zatsudan? A podcast, I believe, are more structured because it's harder to just have like a live rambling nonsense like stream of consciousness as a podcast than it is with a zatsu. Because I feel like these zatsus would be something like, I don't know, like if you were eating lunch, you could pop in and just like turn the zatsu on and then just have a nice little, like listen to me ramble about nonsense here and there. VG podcast when? Maybe? I don't know. I feel like that's Altair's thing because we're still waiting for. I would have to ask for permission to see, like, make sure that we don't overlap subjects or like ideas when it comes to the podcast. But that could be a lot more fun. Zatsu's interacting with the audience. Podcast is among the speakers. That's a pretty good way to separate out those two. Yeah. To my knowledge, Zatsudan is free chat. Topic can be anything. Yeah. That's just free talk with viewers, podcast speaker talking to themselves. I try not to talk to myself anymore. I'm not very nice to myself. So I don't usually try to talk to myself. Wait a minute. It's these long boys that are like causing a lot of frustration right now. So yeah, I don't know. I think like I'm okay with the idea of doing like a Shinri rambles to himself kind of thought. Like, you know, when the power went out here and I had nothing, like I couldn't do anything, I uploaded a video of myself just like rambling into the nonsense, right? Into like the void. I'm okay with that. I am not okay with like a podcast, because I feel like I would just like end up spiraling into like weird places, you know? Wait. Maybe. Oh. Let's go. Oh, look, you found a new dog. It's Mo. Mo is a watchdoggo. If you're not in bed by 10 p.m., he will let you know it's time by barking. Aww, the little blep. Aww, cute. Very cute. You want snuggles, right? Oh, they're so cute. Man. My brother's dog gets very annoyed when they don't go to bed on time. Ah. Dogs are like super like creatures of habit. So like, if you go to bed and you cuddle and like you sleep with them, then like they expect it and a routine. So they're like, I expect my night cuddles. And then they'll be like, woof woof. And they'll like run around trying to get your attention to be like, all right, it's time for cuddles. Let's go. My cat does that too. Mad if I'm not cuddling by cuddle time. Aww. He'll huff at them and then just go by himself. Aww. That is too cute. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no, this is tricky. This one is tricky. Wait, if I do this, like that, I can turn these corners into smooth like edges. And then do that. Like that. Mirror images of each other. Because you kind of have like that mirror image thing going on. Maybe... no, that wouldn't work. That? Or like this. And then... no. Man. My dog fell asleep with her on her face. I'm nap trapped. Aww. Did you know if a pet falls asleep in your lap, you are legally required not to move? It is like an international law. Good luck though. I believe you can make it out of the ordeal and survive. Hey Shinri, were you ever self-conscious of your appearance? Has anyone judged you based on your physical appearance? All the time. But at this point, like I used to be pretty self-conscious about that when I was younger, because like at that point I didn't really know any better. But then now that I'm like 30, I don't care. I have enough of my own problems to deal with that I don't care what other people think of me. And I don't know, like I found out that, you know how people say like, oh, you know, more people are worried about how they are perceived than perceiving you. And it is true, although it did take me a long time to figure that out. But yeah, I used to be self-conscious about my appearance. Not anymore though. Who has the kind of energy exactly, right? The energy that I want is like the brain power I waste right now trying to put these cute puppies together. I judge you as a hottie zaddy. I don't know about that one. I am very like, I don't know, like selfish. Like I know what I like and I like to stick to that. So I don't know about the zaddy thing. I know people say things like, oh, like the Riz, right? Like I don't have Riz. Like whatever Riz you think I do is just me like wanting to get to the point of things. Like I don't have time for Riz chat. I'm here, I want my bagels, right? I want my bagels and I want my garden herbs and spices, tomato, cheese cream. That's what I want. Like, given to me. I don't know. I just like the things I like. And like, I don't have time, Chad. Time is small. Are you flirting? No, I'm reaching for the balsamic vinegar. Just scooch aside a little bit, man. it's like a cabadon, right? But then it's not actually cabadon. It's like I'm trying to grab like the Italian dressing and the balsamic vinegar at the same time. I just didn't know because like someone was there, but they were like a little short and out of my vision, right? It's just like I have no idea what's going on. I'm like, I'm just here for the I'm just here for my salad dressing, nothing else, you know. Unintentional comment. I would feel so sorry. I'd be like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Not like I wouldn't, because like you are cute and attractive and like, but like that, you know, the priority there wasn't to do that. It was just I'm in a rush because I have to go get the salad dressing, and then it's just gonna be the whole like spaghetti thing, you know, where you spill spaghetti on the ground. Like I don't want to deal with that, right? So you know, I don't have time, so I'll just go. I'll get my balsamic vinegar. I'll get my Italian dressing. Was it the buttermilk ranch one every now and then too? Like a single day. I don't know if that's a thing, chat. I don't know if that's a thing. Wait a minute. Maybe like this? Because no, we don't have like a 3. No, maybe if we put you here, like that. But then we don't have a 2. Like, wait, no, we do have a 2, but now we don't have a 4. Darn it. Oh, why is this so difficult? I'm amused, thank you. Of course, this is definitely a trope. It's peak slice of life, and I really like that stuff. I don't know why. It's really cute. It's like super wholesome. Like no one's intentionally going out of their way to like, you know, pull some moves or like, you know, things like that. It's just the circumstances of how things work out just become silly, and then cute things happen. Accidental rizzes, right? Man. Okay, can't be there. I don't think this is the right dog for this spot. So it's gotta be like that, right? Like mirror image style? Next Valentine's BP is encountering Shinri in a grocery store, but unintentional dating sim stuff happens. I want it to be hilarious in the sense that like, both parties are aware, and like we break the fourth wall of like, do you see that like dialogue menu popping up? Like what? I would never say that. What is that? And then you'd be like, yeah, I see that too. Why do I have dialogue menus coming up? And it's like, no, like who, like the dialogue is corny. This is terrible. Who even writes this? You know, like break the fourth wall breaking. I think that'd be such a cute thing to do. Wait. I mean, like to be fair, there's a lot of like meta RPG Maker and like Ren'Py visual novel stuff out there already, but like that would be pretty cool to do. Like you have a story where like all the characters become aware that they're in a visual novel, but then they all collectively agree that the writing is subpar and it's kind of cringe, and then like you can like make fun of yourself as like the developer, and then you'd be like self-insert, be like, hey, I'm trying here, it's my first time writing a visual novel, and then the character's like, okay fine, we'll cut you some slack, you know, but still like this is a really awkward thing to say in this position, and you know. Wait, what if it's like fourth wall breaking, but like a fourth wall break, you know? like it's like a character that's playing this like super what's the word? It's a very like a super tropey thing, like the most obvious blatant tropes, right? And then like there's a fourth wall break, but the fourth wall break isn't between you, the characters, and you. It's a fourth wall break between the characters and the developer. So you're there as a player watching the developer like talking to the characters and as the characters realize that they're in a game, right? And then the developer will have a fourth wall break and then talk to you as a player and be like, are you serious? Can you see this? Like the ungrateful characters here. Like, I did so much work to try to draw them, but then bring them to life and all that, and this is how they repay me, right? And then you can like talk with the developers, right? And the characters will just be like, who are you talking to, right? Because the characters still haven't done their fourth wall break to you yet, right? I think that'd be very cute if they were that kind of a like a little visual novel that had like multiple fourth wall breaks, and it's actually just a whole bunch of like guys and girls just having fun, you know? Like, you can riz the dev too. Oh my gosh, that'd be so smart. That'd be like super meta. Like, you're talking to the developer, and like as you're talking with the devs, like the visual novel dating sim like options appear, and you're like, wait, the dev is like, wait a minute, wait, I didn't program this, where did these come from? Right? Kara the Sukomi from Author's Bouquet. I have not seen that one. I'm not familiar with that, but I'll have to check it out. That's like that. Oh, that'd be so cute though. Riz the devs. Oh. And then wait. The developer has like a self-insert character, but it's just like a profile picture, right? It's just the profile picture, okay? So like, who was the game made by, right? And in the credits will be like a little developer picture, right? But like, by breaking the fourth wall on the developer, it causes that, like, the fourth wall character to like become a fully fleshed out entity. And they're like, wait, I'm not supposed to have a body. That was just a profile picture I picked together. Like, how did you do that? Where did you do this? True ending with the dev. Oh, that'd be so cute. Oh, that'd be so cute. I don't even know where the ending would go to, like, or like where it would all lead, but like, I just think like the idea would be so cute. Their mascot, yeah. Oh my god. Ah, oh, my heart. My heart. Sounds like Hideo Kojima putting a painting in his room where you fight Psycho Mantis. Putting his painting in the room. Man, if I had the time and like the creative abilities, I would go ahead and like make these games, because I don't know. Imagine having the cojones to make yourself the secret ending. Wait, that's how you would do it though, right? Because you would have a game where you would play, right? And then like the narrator, it's a visual novel that is being narrated by the developers, right? So like you're going through, it's like the developer, or it's like the narrator like reading you the story. And then it turns out that the narrator is actually the dev of the game, you know? Like, that's how you introduce them, right? It's not just, oh, they're the developer, right? And it's just, you know, complete fourth wall break, right? It's no, the visual novel is being narrated by this voice, or this like figureless entity, the voice, a disembodied voice. And that is actually the narrator. And as you go through, the narrator will have like little quips with you, you know, as like a little fourth wall break, because it would make sense that the narrator is more than capable of having that fourth wall break with you. So when you're playing it as a player, you don't necessarily question it. You know? The narrator is a shipper and they change the script. Like, you're trying to put these two characters together, but the narrator has other plans, and then like the narrator keeps like coming up with stuff, or like in the middle of reading a passage will like scribble out the words and like go back and then like rewrite the words in there. Oh, that'd be so cute. Oh my god. Right, and the snarky little quips like, oh, you're picking his route? I thought you had better taste than that. You know? Like, wow, okay, narrator. Oh my god. And then like each of the routes, right? Each of the main routes would have to be short. They would each have to be maybe like 45 minutes or so not too long, right? But the whole game is like about 5 hours, right? So you go through like 2 routes, and then at the end of 2 routes, like maybe the narrator will like accidentally slip up and then like drop an option to like date the narrator, right? But it's the narrator's name on there, right? Picking the yandere, right? It's like, oh, I see what you're into. And it needs to be voiced by someone who's like really good at voice acting and is able to pull off that like snarky attitude. Oh my gosh. That sounds like such a cute idea for like visual novel. A lot of J-word cartoons have that kind of narrator. Man, if only I were like really good at it, right? Stanley Parable does have things like that, and it really does have a snarky type of like narrator and like witty. Maybe not snarky. Witty would definitely be a lot better of a word than snarky, because he is more like friendlier. Like he's not all about just being snarky. So I can definitely see that. Man. It's so much work putting together a game though. Like I could not. I don't have the time, unfortunately. Not a tsundere narrator. Oh, okay, so here's the thing though, like the worry is that the visual novel game itself is not really the game, right? The true ending is when you go ahead and date the narrator, who happens to also be the developer. But not everyone is into tsunderes. And that's the thing. You have to make the narrator like enough of a fleshed out person that you want to explore their route, you know? What if the narrator gets jealous at some point? Maybe like some kind of like in-game like review system? I don't know, like how would you write a narrator? Because the idea I'm thinking would be like, maybe the narrator is like a fresh indie developer, right? Like they're not fully experienced in making visual novels, but they're still very eager. And the reason why they're narrating to you is because they actually have a crush on you and they want to get to know you, but they're like, hey, I made this thing. Do you want to play test it with me? Right? And then like, and that's how you get that's how you build the premise of why is the player playing the game. It's because the narrator was an indie dev who has a crush on you and is using that game to find a way to get closer to you, right? I think you have to write it like a comedy anime where the characters can also hear the narrator. I do want that. I want that. So like, Okay. So the first route, the very, very first route would be no fourth wall breaks at all. It would just be like it's a mid visual novel, nothing too big, nothing too serious, right? It's just okay, right? And then after you finish that, the narrator lets you know, hey, by the way, you know, if you try again, it unlocks additional endings, and then it gives you the chance to do that. And then after you start for the second time, that's when fourth wall breaks start to happen. And like, because you've already gone through the dialogue once, then you can introduce fourth wall breaks with the characters, because you'll be like, oh, you know, we've already been through this part before. And then when the characters will snap back at you, be like, excuse me, like, yes, you've been through it before, but it's still a very important moment for us. And the narrator's like, oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to like interrupt your little moment there, my bad. And then like, that's where you start to build up those little fourth wall breaks, right? How would you lead up to that big climactic moment though? Like, how would you, I'm trying to think of like, what would be the twist where you would realize it's not just the game or the characters in the game, but I also have the option to date the narrator. Like, how would you introduce that as the twist? Not skipping dialogue, right? Like, are you serious? You're gonna skip my dialogue? How dare you? I see someone doesn't enjoy character development. They just want to skip to the good parts down, huh? I don't know. Like, I think the idea, like the potential there for a really hilarious game is there. Like, potential is absolutely there for something. Like them hinting at it, yeah. Oh, there we go. Nice. Monica without the killing, right? It's Monica, but she like is not that Monica. Narrator slowly descends into madness and says, "You're not playing the game, right?" We can take it to a horror game. It can go horror, where like if you try to like leave the path and like go try out these other routes, the narrator gets frustratingly like angry and angrier. Like your dialogue options get crossed out, scratched out, and it looks like someone took a knife and then just like scribbled out, you know, the options like, no, you are not allowed to pick that option, right? And trying to click on it, all it does is it tears the paper that it's on. Like, it's not like a button where you just click it and it's ineffectual, right? But each time you click it, it like rips away at the fabric of the game because like the option just isn't there anymore, right? Oh, like you could do so much stuff with that. Like you can take it to a lot of directions. Man. Why not both? Porque no los dos, right? You can have both of them. It can be like a very cute, like, oh, it's a visual novel, they're having fun, it's this and that, right? And then you go back and it's like, oh, whoa, we're meta, we're dating the developer, and it's like, oh, cute, right? And then like you don't date her correctly. You know, like you don't treat them out to their favorite meal or whatever. And it's not perfect in their mind. And because it's not perfect in their mind, then it starts to slowly descend away from this cute little story, more towards like, I'm going to make it my perfect story. So you could have both in there. Like, yeah, there was a cool like Easter egg where you could date me, but like, you're not doing it right. Let me tell you how to do it right. You know, and you're not going to leave until you get it right. That'd be such a cool way to do it too. Whoever the devs are listening to Shinri stream, you better share the profit. No. I have a lot of these thoughts like running through my mind constantly. So like if anyone wants to take these ideas and make them, go for it. I just want to see it in reality. I want to see it, you know, come to fruition. So that's all I really ask for. Just make sure that when it pops out, that you have fun with it. Huge red flag, but I like the color red. Or like, wow, these are a lot of red flags. Too bad I'm colorblind. Okay, but here's the thing. You have to make them very, very, like, very pretty. Like, very handsome. Like, you have to make them, like, absolutely, like, you want them to be so attractive that players, as they play through it, they'll joke, like, haha, can I date you? Towards the narrator. Like, you want them to joke about that. Like, that's how hot they should be, because that gets people interested. They'll be like, wait, can I date you? You know, like, can there be an option to go ahead and date the developer, you know? Like, because then it gets them a little bit like curious, like maybe we can push the fourth wall breaking a little bit more and see if we can get there, right? That's how we do it. what if all the other characters are so flimsy, poorly drawn in comparison? That's kind of the point. Like the developer, like maybe they're not that good at writing. Like they're good at making visual novels, but they're not good at drawing characters or writing characters yet, right? So the way that they wrote down the characters is kind of like very like one-dimensional, right? So like they want more experience, which is why they're giving it to you as the player to review it and test it out and say like, can you help me like flesh out my characters a bit more so they're more realistic or more, you know, like just more fleshed out, right? And in the process of doing that, you start to realize more and more things about the developer themselves, you know? The flag is red, and my favorite sport is capture the flag. Oh no. Oh, this could go very poorly. Man. I think we may have to go and... What if it goes even more psychologically bad and we're the bad guy and we go out of our way to find the developer and risk them to change the story so they can make you a happy ending? What if the developer has like the power to turn their stories into reality, and you trying to like correct or like fix the story that they write causes it to go out of control, right? And like to you, it's just you being all like, haha, I get to go and like date the developer. Isn't this funny, right? But then like in the process of you doing that, you are like actively influencing like her or like his, like their real feelings, you know, because you are like using their power to like go ahead and like change the way that the like reality presents itself, you know? Right? The more you try to fix it, the more broken it is. And like there are very explicit consequences to like you try to fix it this way and then it goes wrong in this other way, right? They're gonna download the game and be like, why is this game like 5 gigabytes? Like, why is it so big? It's just a quick 30-minute visual novel, right? And they're like, no, you are in for a lot more than just a quick 30-minute visual novel. It's like, no, there's a lot more hidden underneath the surface of this than you can expect. Man, correcting the world, but the characters are aware of the changes and pretend nothing is wrong with their minds, right? That is kind of like part of, like, it's partly inspired by like A Space for the Unbound, where like some of the characters realize, like, wait a minute, that you're not supposed to say that. You weren't supposed to say that. Why did you say it? And then they start to realize, like, this isn't real. Like, this is a game that someone is making and another person is desperately trying to rewrite and like alter to get a particular ending. Like, oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be so eerie, but like at the same time, like, it'd be very cool. This, I don't know the last bit of here, you know? The more you play, the more you find this hidden lore, right? Oh gosh. Can some developer actually do this though? Like, I don't know what the exact like plotline will be, but like to pull in these kind of like aspects, I think it'd be amazing. He's always cooking, right? No, just mostly like these random daydreams that I have. Alright chat, it is 9 PM here. Excuse me. I apologize that if real life gave you the bad ending, can you be blamed to want a good ending of your own? see, Frailist, see, that's the thing though. Like, are you ready to accept the consequences of trying to write everything to be perfect? Because, like, life is messy, you know? Like, it's very difficult to, like, properly anticipate exactly what you want to do, right? But it's like, you know, if I had the chance to rewrite the world, am I ready to accept the consequences, right? And maybe that would be the overall story of the game. Like in your effort to try to make this perfect, everything falls apart. Maybe that would be like the ultimate message of the game, you know? Who knows? Like Steins Gate, you get a little bit of power and a little bit of foresight, and then you think you can control all of it. What the characters know about the writer and humor them by doing what they want, but the narrator, like, what would they want? Maybe. Who knows? An IRL developer will end up going through a seizure due to the brain fry and the Uno reverse cards that are happening all over. You can hear them break down like battle. Yeah, probably. Alright, chat. It is pretty late. I'm gonna go get some food because I have not had food since like 4 p.m. I went and like prepped a little bit for the interview with Vesper and all that. So I need to go pop out for some food. Thank you so much for stopping by. I know Altair is streaming on Twitch, I think. If he's still streaming by the time I finish, I might hop in and join for some like head empty Apex, I think. Is it Valorant or Apex? One of those two. But until then, hope you all have a wonderful day, wonderful night. I will see you all tomorrow. Or, wait. Schedule hasn't been posted yet. Oh no. That's right. I have a thing that I have to put on the schedule. So keep your eye out for a new schedule this weekend. I may end up taking tomorrow off though. As like my past other schedules have been, but we will see how that goes. All right, chat. I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful weekend. Koyasumi. All right. While I wait for this outro scene to finish, let me go ahead and see where are the other boys. Let me see who I can send you off on a little redirect to. It looks like, ooh. You know what? Hakka, it's been a while since I rated Hakka. A special Zatsu. Lots happened today. Let's chat. We'll send you over to Hakka's way. Hope you all have a wonderful time from one Zatsu to another. So yeah, enjoy your time over at Hakka's. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you later. Koyasumi.